Anthony Yarde, ahead of his big fight with Sergey Kovalev, admits he does not spar and he did not spar in preparation for this particular fight. What up, fight world? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you smash the like button. Also subscribe to the channel for the latest and greatest in boxing. If you want to become part of the gang notification gang, please hit the bell icon. Now get ESPN Plus. The link is in the description of all of my videos. I'm working with Disney ESPN Plus. I am an affiliate, so it helps the channel if you use the link and sign up for ESPN Plus. You don't want to miss the upcoming fight, Kovalev versus Yarde. If you're a boxing fan, light heavyweight. You know, this is either going to be a passing of the torch and coming of age for Anthony Yarde, or it's going to show that the old dog still has some tricks in Kovalev. He's the more experienced fighter and more decorated resume, etc. So again, if you're going to watch it, get ESPN Plus, link in the description. Now, there's been a lot that has been made of Anthony Yarde's methods of training, and we have to wait and see till tomorrow. I can't wait. I can't wait for this fight. But his trainer, Tunde, says, I am his best sparring partner because I believe, like the old Kung Fu movies, that the teacher is the trainer of the student. Anthony Yarde also says, sometimes I look on YouTube, see people label Anthony Yarde sparring his trainer a day, but that is not sparring. That's just practice. We practice getting attacked, countering, and attacking your opponent back in intelligent ways. Everybody has their own methods. When Muhammad Ali was coming through, I am sure people said he leaned back too far, had his chin up too high, and dropped his hands too low. Yarde goes on and says, I'm just ready to fight now, to be honest. I'm 100% ready to go. I'm always focused, but I'm going to be extra focused. Come Saturday night, my life changes. Chill out. You know, I'm going to eat some food, get plenty of water, and rehydrate. Come Saturday night, I'm going to demonstrate. It's a normal fight. I take every fight serious. It's going to be the same procedure. Everyone is going to see Saturday night. I'm one of those fighters that rises to the occasion. You know, the confidence, they sound confident. Anthony Yarde and his trainer, Tunde. He's in phenomenal shape. I expect nothing less of Anthony Yarde. That has never been a problem in his career. You know, actually, when he first came through, I didn't even know what weight he was at. I thought he was at higher than light heavyweight because he looks kind of big. You know what I'm saying? So I thought he was fighting at a higher weight than light heavyweight. You know, I didn't know if he was a cruiser or something. And then I'm like, damn, oh, he's at light heavyweight. Okay, but that used to confuse me, because I thought he was, you know, just the way he looked big. So that's not an issue. They sound confident, but you know, I've said it, and I'm unwavering. I got to pick Kovalev here. You know, may the best man win. I don't ultimately care who wins. I just want to see a good fight and those types of things. But I got to pick Kovalev. You know, these training methods, I don't really understand, like, why Yarde and his trainer are so confident and they're doing things their own way. You know, the old adage, the old saying goes, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. For several years and centuries, really, you know, people have engaged in fighting combat sports, and boxing as a whole has been around for so long. Sparring has really been a thing. You know, I know boxers personally, they take pride on getting new sparring gear and stuff and ordering new mouthpieces and stuff. Like, that's part of the journey for them. You know, so for Anthony Yarde and Tunde to have this unique method where he don't spar, I don't see how that's really beneficial. Like I said, I think there's a reason for the sparring, you know, from what I've seen, and that's why you see everybody do it. And I look towards the great ones in the sport, guys like Floyd Mayweather. He's not Floyd Mayweather for a reason. I'm not saying he's perfect or he can do no wrong, but you know, if the guy that's putting on those type of performances that Floyd Mayweather has given has sparred, and you know, he sees fit to do it, then I don't see why you would kind of go against the grain and do your own thing and like do light sparring with your trainer. You know, I know people who spar with headgear. Some people spar with no headgear. Some people spar with the little bar across the mouth, you know, to protect, you know, different things like that. So I understand those things are kind of like subjective, if you will, depending on what you like. You know, some people don't like that bar right there. You know, they feel like it's a cheat code. You know, so I can understand there's different variances in terms of the full method, but I don't really remember any fighter that is just not sparring for high profile fights. It just, to me, it reminds me of Ronda Rousey. Ronda Rousey, she had everyone sign an NDA, which, you know, it's not that big. You know, if you're a high profile fighter, you might not want people to know what's going on. Like, you know, when Conor McGregor was sparring Paulie Malignaggi, he had all his side, since he's the A side, he's the one that had all the videotapes and pictures and stuff like that. So, you know, that's one thing. But Ronda Rousey had an NDA, and nobody could talk about the sparring, but little things would come out that, you know, they just couldn't really put their name to it. But little things would come out, and they were saying she didn't allow the girls that she was sparring to hit her in the face. You know, she couldn't, that wasn't, you know, accepted. Like, she was like, I don't know the word prissy, like too prissy, or it was unacceptable. She was the star, and you couldn't really hit her in the face, and if so, the sparring would immediately be ended, or you'd be sent home or whatever. But fast forward to the future, you look at her fights with Holly Holm and Amanda Nunes, two people who have boxing, you know, striking type of styles. When Ronda Rousey was getting clipped, she didn't really know what to do, you know. She didn't really know what to do. She was getting hit the fuck up, and it looked like she was fish out of water type thing. Now, it remains to be seen what happens with Anthony Yarde, but this is a major plunge upward in competition. Even though I think he's getting Kovalev at the right time, you know, because I think Ward pulled Kovalev's card. So I don't think he's really been truly the same. But he came back and avenged the Leader Alvarez fight. He looked good in that performance. And, you know, he showed enough of the right things to show he's still a threat. You know, it's just like kind of like Pacquiao. Is Pacquiao the Pacquiao that fought Margarito? Probably not, but he's still, you know, he's still a quality fighter. You know, you have to respect Kovalev as a champion. So, you know, it's just the combinations of things. It just makes me rock with Kovalev. You get what I'm saying? The better resume, more experience. He's killed a man, so we know he has power. He dropped Ward. No sparring for Anthony Yarde. You know, it's not out of the question for Yarde to win, but I just think it's an uphill battle, you know. And like I said, see, the great thing is this. I'm just telling you what I feel. If I'm wrong, then so be it. I'll do a video and congratulate the man. But just from all the information I have, and I can't pull the trigger and give it to Yarde, especially with like the no sparring stuff. It's like, how do you, sparring is there, practice makes permanent. I had an old teacher tell me that. Practice makes permanent. And when you're doing like pseudo kind of sparring type drills, but you're not actually doing hard sparring, I think that's where you learn about yourself in those moments. You learn about yourself in the sparring, like, because I know people who are like, damn, man, I was winded, or man, I got cracked so fucking hard. You know, I was like, I was glad the round ended, you know. And I hear these sparring stories about how they sparred somebody and this and that happened, and how they got hurt to the body or this. So if you're not really doing that, I don't see how you can even discover what's going on until it's actually in the fight, you know, until you're actually in the heat of the moment. And then that, you have to have that killer instinct and animal instinct, and then just boom, just learn on the job right then and there. So I think that you're making yourself ill prepared almost, because when Kovalev cracks Yarde, if he can get some shots through, he has power, you know. So when that adrenaline kicks up, if you've only done simulations, that's different than, oh man, I've been here before. I've been hurt in sparring, you know, and this is what I did to get my my win back, or whatever. So we'll see. I still think Yarde has a chance to win, you know, just if he's strong and he's powerful. So if he catches Kovalev and, you know, breaks him down, but I gotta lean towards Kovalev here. I can't wait for this fight, to be honest, because the way Yarde he looks the part and the way he's talking is making me curious. But for me, conventional wisdom, you know, it's no offense to anybody, it's just what I've seen. I think sparring is a method that is used and employed by most fighters. I don't really know who doesn't spar. Like Sean Porter and Keith Thurman used to spar. I think that helped them for when they fought each other. They kind of knew at least somewhat what to expect. You get what I'm saying? So I think those moments help define you. So Yarde is taking those moments away from himself by doing like whatever he's doing, simulated no sparring or whatever. So that's my thoughts. I can't wait for the fight. Sign up below. Drop your thoughts in the comments section. Let me know what you guys think of this method of sparringless sparring or whatever he's doing. Drop your thoughts in the comment section. Make sure you smash the like button as always. Hate, comment, and subscribe. Till next video, is Ego signing off. So if you enjoyed this video and want more content like this on the channel, you can show your appreciation by going to the PayPal donate button or the YouTube support button, and you can donate any amount that you feel is equivalent to the value of this video. Much more to come. Thank you guys for your support. Boxing Ego, the future of boxing.